If you keep uploading videos to YouTube and you're getting less than 100 views, then I can guess the big mistake that you're making. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to start getting more views. The reason that I know what mistake you're making is because I used to make that mistake on my channel. And when I finally fixed it, my channel blew up and we got more than 5 million views and over 19,000 subscribers. We've also helped fix this on the channels that we work with. And when they got it right, they blew up their small channels. Before we dive into how to fix it, let me explain to you why your videos aren't getting views from the YouTube algorithm. To do this, I want you to imagine yourself walking into a library. Now, it's not just any library. It's the biggest, most beautiful library you've ever seen, with endless rows of beautiful books. Think the size of the library that the Beast used to have. Now imagine you're walking down a row, and all you have to make your decision of what book you're reading is the spine of the book that you can see. Let me show you an example. If we take the 4-Hour Workweek from Tim Ferriss, all you can see is the spine that says the 4-Hour Workweek and the author's name, Tim Ferriss. Now, if you don't know who Tim Ferriss is, all you've got to go off is the text. And if that text tickles your fancy, you're going to pull it out the row and have a look at the cover of the book. Now, what catches your eye straight away? For me, it's the escape the 9 to 5 and a guy sitting on the beach in a hammock. Straight away, that idea starts running through my head and I start running scenarios of what I think he has included in this book and reasons why I want to actually start reading it. Now, that's all good and well, but how does it apply to YouTube? To do that, we're going to need a few more books. If I grab a whole lot of these books, this is what it looks like when you arrive on the YouTube homepage. You are given 12 to 16 videos, depending what device you're on. If you're on your mobile phone, it's even less than that. But you are served up a whole lot of videos or books that YouTube thinks you would be interested in watching. So imagine this is the YouTube homepage that you have been served. So to simplify this, I'm just going to give you 8 options, so we don't have the full 12, but this will all make sense in a moment. Now, straight away, as you glance at these books, which one would you pick? Let us know in the comments down below. And let us know why you would pick that up to start reading it or start watching it if we are on YouTube. I'll tell you which one I would pick up straight away. So for me, it was this bright green that caught my attention, and it wasn't just the color, it was the word money. Because at the moment we're interested in building our business on YouTube and making money. So that's going to pique our curiosity and we're going to be interested to find out what this book has to say about making epic money. So we pull it out the bookshelf, have a look at the cover, and do we like what he is saying here? Make epic money, we can see who the author is and what does Morgan Housel have to say about the book. It's easy to read as it is useful and wise. If he says that about the book, then I probably want to start reading it. And then we're going to get into start reading it and open it up and have a look at what's inside. And that's what it's like on YouTube. So think about your viewer and what they are seeing on the homepage and how can you present your video using your thumbnail and title. Your thumbnail is just like a book cover or a billboard for a movie. So think about your favorite movies. You can have a look at the billboards. Another great place to get inspiration or look at is Netflix. Log on to Netflix and have a look at the thumbnails that they have used on those movies or series. What have they used in them? How are they getting you enticed or exciting you to click and start watching that movie or series? Now, that's how something would work on the YouTube homepage or the browse feature. If you are just browsing and generally looking for something to read or watch, there's another part of YouTube that most people don't think about, and that is YouTube search. So there's a difference between search traffic and browse traffic. We'll save that video for another day, but what I do want to tell you about search is how different the user or viewer intent is when they are searching for something versus when they are browsing. If we are browsing in a library, we're probably going to be walking, looking at all the covers and seeing what piques our attention and what we are interested in. To understand what search is like, imagine entering the library, and we probably wouldn't go into the Beast library, so we'd probably go into a bookstore and we would ask someone in the bookstore for the book that we are looking for. So if I went into the bookstore and I was looking for the book Outlive by Peter Attia because I was interested in longevity and becoming healthier and living a healthier life, I would go into the bookstore. I wouldn't browse for it. I'd go to the front desk and say, hey, do you have Outlive by Peter Attia? And they'd check the computer system, be like, yes, it's in aisle 4. Let's go down there, and they pull it out for you and give it to you. And you would be able to then grab the book from Peter Attia. Yes, this is Outlive. Check the author. Yes, it's Peter Attia. This is the book that I want to read. And then you can open it and start reading. So the viewer's intent in search is very, very different to if they're just browsing the library to have a look for something to read. And this is the big distinction that new YouTubers get wrong. They think about making videos for browse because that's what all the big YouTubers are doing. And the hard thing is when you're making videos for browse, the competition is so high. And it's really hard to understand the user's intent, to understand what they would want to watch at any time of day that they are logging on. You don't know what mood they're in. You don't know what they're interested in learning about. You've got to now guess and compete with all the big YouTubers for their attention to get them to click on the video. So you can make videos for browse, but you need to work much harder on your video idea. So making videos about topics that people are interested in watching, and then putting a thumbnail and a title together so that you have the best possible chance of packaging that idea to get someone curious and interested to click and start watching your video. Whereas focusing on search makes your job a whole lot easier because you are eliminating a whole lot of competition if you can create a very specific video answering a very specific question or problem that someone is typing into the search bar. So imagine Outlive was a video targeted towards search and someone typed in, how do I live a longer, healthier life? YouTube would then look at that search query and think about the intent, understand that they are looking for something to help them with longevity. And Outlive is all about the science and art of longevity. So YouTube would serve this up as the video for the viewer to watch because it's a perfect match for the intent to satisfy the viewer for what they want. And this is where most new YouTubers go wrong, and probably the reason why you're getting less than 100 views on your videos right now. You aren't choosing a video idea with your viewer in mind. You're choosing a video idea for yourself. Hey, I would like to make this kind of video. I'm sorry to say, but it's not actually all about you. It's actually all about your viewer. If you create a video for your viewer, then you have a much higher chance of getting more than 100 views. If you make a good thumbnail and a good title to package that video idea, to make it interesting and to help people become curious about finding out what is in your video, then you have a much higher chance of blowing up your YouTube channel because you're starting to make videos for your viewer instead of being selfish and making videos just for yourself. So let's dive deeper into how you can avoid making this mistake and how you can actually fix it so that you can get more than 100 views on your videos. The starting point is understanding that if you choose the wrong kind of video idea and you can't get people to click on your video, then all the time you spent scripting your video, recording your video, editing your video, adding all those special effects, all of that time is wasted because you didn't do good planning on the video at the start. So what we need to do is reverse engineer how we do our video creation and think about the video idea first before we start recording and editing our videos. By starting with a video idea and making sure we have a video idea that is made for our viewer and not made for ourselves, there's a much higher chance of getting them to watch, because we can dive into understanding what they're watching currently and what kind of videos they want to actually watch. Once we dive into the psychology of how they are feeling and what emotions are driving them to watch certain types of videos, then we can craft a thumbnail and a video title to capture their attention and to get them to pick up your video or your book while they are browsing on YouTube or while they are searching for an answer to a question, so that your video is positioned as the best video for them in that moment with the intent that they've come onto YouTube with. This is where the new YouTubers that manage to blow up their channels really get it right. They spend more time on coming up with good video ideas and then taking a good video idea and making a good thumbnail and a good title to get more clicks on their videos, to get more people starting to watch their video. So all the effort that they put into scripting their video, recording their video, editing the video is time well spent, because more people are clicking and starting to watch. That's really the winning formula, and that's what we want you to start doing in the videos that you are creating, is spend more time on the video idea, the title and the thumbnail, and you'll start blowing up your channel and getting more views. So if you want to find out more concepts about how to do this, how to come up with the right video ideas so you can start getting more views, then come and join our YouTube Mastermind community, where inside the community you can put forward your video ideas and get feedback before you start wasting all of your time making the wrong videos. We want to get the video idea right first, and we want to make the thumbnail and the title before we record our video, so that we're not putting any wasted time and effort into videos that aren't going to serve our viewer. If you're interested in joining, I'll leave a link for you down below. If you have any questions about anything that I've spoken about today, let me know in the comment section down below and I'll be happy to help you out.